Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Shinagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video we are going to talk about edible oils or the oils which we are going to use daily in our kitchens, and we will answer this question whether oils are good for health, not good for health, what is Ayurveda perspective about oils, whether Ayurveda support oils or Ayurveda say have food oil free. Because we all know oil is important part of our food. Daily we cook food in oil, various kind of oils we use, especially Indian households. They use a lot of oils, all our cooking is mostly in oil. And but we need to see whether what quantity oil we should use, what is our what kind of oil is suitable for us according to the seasonal atmosphere and according to our Ayurveda dosha prakriti or body type and according to our work nature. We also have heard like when we use oil in excessively or overconsumption of oil, it can cause fat, it can cause fatty liver, it can cause hypertension, it can cause diabetes, it can cause cardiac ailments, and it can cause various kind of enhancement of lipid profile and cholesterol and so many other things. In Indian cooking, various kind of our sweets, various kind of our curries, and in our normal day to day use, various kind of snacks, they contain oil. Then you must be thinking then everybody should have cardiac problem, but that's not true. If you use oil sensibly and according to your body type, that doesn't cause you harm, rather it causes you benefits. Let's try to understand what is this phenomena of oil, how it is beneficial for us, and what kind of oil is harmful for us. We all know these days even world is suffering with lifestyle disorders, and we all know the reason, because our healthy and traditional preparations are replaced by a modern diet which is high calorie diet, and that much calories which we are taking on daily basis, we are not consuming it properly. Ultimately it is not causing benefit for our body, but it is causing harm. And one more thing is, we are using so much calories, but we are not indulging ourselves in physical activity. So because of lack of physical activity and high calorie diet, that is the invitation for various lifestyle disorders. So let's see how Ayurveda can help in it and how we can shift to our traditional diets. We all know Ayurveda always recommend cooked food, because Ayurveda has a Ayurveda is a big supporter of cooked food. At the same time, Ayurveda also says consume a lot of fruits, but when it comes to grains and pulses, Ayurveda always recommends you have it in a cooked form, because when you cook these pulses, rice and all these things, it becomes more digestible by the body, because it is more easy to digest for your digestive fire. So the most important part of Ayurveda cooking food is oil, because in Ayurveda there is a recommendation of Snigdha Ahara. Snigdha Ahara means the food that contains little bit of fat content in it or oil. In usually cooking, whenever we do cooking in our houses, we use various kind of oils, like we use mustard oil, we use sesame oil, we use coconut oil, we use groundnut oil, sunflower oil, soya bean oil, and sometimes olive oil. So these are the most common oils in which most of the people of the world are cooking food. There are many other oils also, but these are the most of the people are cooking food in these oils. So whenever I am saying cooking in oil, that doesn't mean we just put oil and then put vegetables into it. It is not like that. But it is very important what is the quantity of oil you are using. For example, if you are using medicine for your body, but if you are eating medicine in excess, whenever you take medicine in excess, it will not be useful for the body, rather it will cause harm, because a lot of side effects. Similarly, when you are using oil and you are using oil in excess, that will also not be helpful for the body, rather it will cause more side effects. So it becomes extremely important when we are using oil, we use oil in a specific dose, because if we are managing oil in right quantities, it can help in your hypertension, it can help in cardiac ailments, it can help in diabetes, and it is very beneficial in obesity. You must be thinking, like, most of the times for these diseases we are saying oil free food, but you would be surprised to know, like, little bit oil is also needed for our body. So you can use less oil, but food should not be oil free according to Ayurveda. We all know, like, diabetes, hypertension, obesity, all these are lifestyle disorders. And in lifestyle disorders, if you are going to use these oils or fat, then we need to keep one thing in our mind, that we need to replace all the saturated fat and trans fat with unsaturated fat, that is vegetable fat, that is vegetable oil. And in many houses it's a trend, like they are using oil again and again. If they fry something in one oil, then leftover oil, they are not throwing it, they are keeping it in a jar, and next time when you start frying, you are again using the same oil. So this kind of oil is not at all good for health, and if somebody is doing it, please don't do it. Always use fresh oil, never reuse oil, because it is not at all good for health, because it will enhance the trans fat in the body, which contains high level of trans fat, which cause an aggravation of cholesterol and various kind of lipids, which ultimately will cause blocking into the arteries and leading to heart disease and hypertension. It would be interesting to know, like, oils can also be used according to climatic area. For example, if you belong to cold climate, then you should use oil which has low smoking points. And if you are belonging to hot areas, then you should use oils which have high smoking points. When we say smoking point, means when we heat oil, little bit smoke started coming. Some oils, this smoke start very early, some oils, this smoke start coming lately. So that is called smoking point. So one way of using oil is this: according to climatic conditions, you can choose the oil. As we know, today's most of our manpower is replaced by various machineries. Work has become very easy, and in most of the places it has been happened, like the traditional and healthy diets are being replaced by the quick food and high calorie diets. And most of this food has been prepared in not proper oil, and it is not even prepared with the traditionally good way. That's why when you're eating it, it is one of the major cause of health issues. Also, the various oils that we are using these days, various kind of adulterations are been happening in this oil. So whenever you purchase oil, try to have oil from organic origin, or from your trustworthy farmer, or from your trustworthy brand, on which you can totally rely on, that it should not be open oil, it should not have any kind of adulteration. Because Ayurveda recommend oil eating, but it doesn't recommend adulterated oil, because when you eat oil with adulteration and impurities, and it is not from right source, then it is better to take food without oil, rather oil from bad brands and with adulterations. According to Ayurveda, whenever I am talking about oil, I am talking about pure, organic, properly processed oil. Most of the times we have heard people like, don't eat oil, it's not good for health, don't eat. Yes, definitely oil with adulteration is not good for health, but if you are happy, but this pure oil, oil from a proper source and right source and organic origin, these oils are good for health, because most of the people are not aware of two kinds of fats are there, like unsaturated fats and saturated fats. So let's try to understand what is this saturated fat and what is unsaturated fat. We all know, like, we get fat or oils either from plants or animals, right? So there are only two sources of this fat or oil. So the oil or the fat that we get from animals, the source of origin of that fat is animal, that is called saturated fat, and it is mostly solid in room temperature, and this kind of fat is responsible for enhancing the LDL, that is low density lipids, and HDL, high density lipids, and also it enhances the cholesterol. So most of the times, because it enhances the LDL content, so it is not so beneficial for heart. But there is an exception in this kind of saturated fat, that is called ghee. If ghee is prepared in a proper way, in a traditional techniques from a right source, then this ghee is very beneficial for heart. But you need not to take it in excess, because all the saturated fat, if you are taking, you should not take more than half spoon for cardiac patients and for more than 1 spoon for a healthy person. That's too not daily. You need to take it alternately or once in 2 days. So next kind of fat, that is called unsaturated fat. Unsaturated fat is also of two kinds, that is monounsaturated fat and polyunsaturated fat. But we need not to go into details like what is monounsaturated fat or polyunsaturated fat. For our understanding, we just understand it like there is fat from vegetable origin, that is various kind of oils. The best thing about these oils, they are very helpful in lowering the cholesterol. They are mostly liquid in room temperature, and they are very beneficial for cardiac ailments and even for hypertension. But at the same time, I would like to tell you the precaution that you need not to use it in excess. One more another kind of fat is there, that is called trans fat. I know these days a lot of talk about trans fat. Trans fat is extremely unhealthy, trans fat is extremely bad for health, and I agree to this. Yes, trans fat is that kind of fat which is not so good for health, that is, and why it is not so good for health? Because it has been made from hydrogenation of oil. So it is not some kind of solid or liquid, it is just liquid that from which hydrogenation happened, and after that it comes into a solid form. It is responsible for enhancing low density lipids, cholesterol and triglycerides. So it is extremely unhealthy, it is not good for heart, it is not good for arteries, it is not good for hypertension. So whenever it is possible, you need to avoid all trans fat. But trans fat is very much different from saturated fat and unsaturated fat. That is one of the thing is we are getting from animals, and another kind of fat that we are getting from plants, that is oils. They are not so good, they are not so bad for health, but this trans fat is definitely not so good for health. The vegetable oil, the oil from vegetable origin, whatever we are using, most of the time this mustard oil, sesame oil, all these oils, they are very rich in unsaturated fatty acids, except coconut oil. Coconut oil is very good in saturated fats. So most of the times this question comes like for diabetic people, what kind of oil they should use. They can use any oil, but the best oil that they can use, that is soya bean oil, because in soya bean oil there is present linolenic acid, which is a good source of omega-3 fatty acid, and it is very beneficial in reducing diabetes. At the same time, olive oil also you can use, but when you are using olive oil, you need not to heat olive oil, you just need to sprinkle it, because it is not you can replace mustard oil with olive oil with same quantity, because olive oil has very high smoking point. So olive oil, if you are using, you need just to sprinkle, you need not to use it as a replacement for either mustard oil or sesame oil, because these oils have different origin, different way of processing, and they have different smoking point as compared to olive oil. Olive oil can also act as a therapeutic agent for diabetic patients. At the same time, rice bran oil, that is also beneficial for diabetes, and you can also cook in sesame oil, because sesame oil is also very rich source of vitamin E, so it is also beneficial for health. But at the same time, when I am mentioning these oils, please use in limited quantities, very less, 1 or 2 spoons, not more than that, because excess of oil, and if you already have disease, that would not be beneficial for health at all. It is also very important to know, like, oils are not meant to cook in very high temperatures. Like for example, many times this happen, like people keep boiling oil for long hours, like sometimes half hour, just oil is in the pan and it is just burning, it just smoking, because after some time when it crosses its smoking point, it will start losing its nutritional value. So it is very important that you don't burn the oil. You just wait for smoking point when smoke starts coming, and after that you can use it with spices or whatever vegetable you want to cook it. I know I'm using the smoking point most of the time. The smoking point is the point in which oil start disintegrating. So you should not burn oil beyond that. The oils which are having higher smoking point, they can use for deep frying. Any kind, if you are using some kind of food in which you need to deep fry, so you can use it for deep frying. And the oils which have low smoking point, you can use it for shallow frying or just for baking purpose. That is beneficial. At the same time, like because I am talking about frying, never reuse that oil. So whatever oil you have used once, never reuse it, because when you reuse oil, it creates free radicals, and free radicals are responsible for atherosclerosis. It enhances the level of cholesterol, and it got deposited in the there are arteries, and inside the arteries it got deposited in the form of plaque. So it is not so good for health. That can lead to hypertension and cardiac ailments. Ayurveda recommends if the oil is of proper origin and processed properly, then oil is capable of bringing people out of various kind of ailments. But make sure you need to have oil from proper origin, and you need to use in proper quantities. That is most of the times less. The good thing about oil is the oil that is from animal origin, that can be ghee, that can be butter. All these kind of oils, they contain saturated fat, but this saturated fat is needed for the body. And the oils that are from vegetable origin, that contain unsaturated fat. So this unsaturated fat is also beneficial for the body. But the thing that is trans fat, that is no good for the body at all. When I am saying oil can be good for the body, it can be used as medicine, I am saying you need not to use more than 2 spoons of oil for one person. It is more than enough. And if you have some kind of disease like cardiac ailment or hypertension or atherosclerosis or any cardiac related diseases, then you need to use oil not more than 1.5 spoon for one person. So according to your family, you decide like how much it is needed, but this much is more than enough. And we also need not to make our vata element so much in the body that you are not putting any oil, and then aggravated vata, that will also cause various kind of body pains. So that's why Ayurveda has recommended Sanigdha Ahar, that is the food. Ahar means food which contain oil. And now we are going to talk about oils and digestive fire. How we can use oil in terms of digestive fire. For example, if you have low digestive fire, that is called Mandagni in Ayurveda, that means your digestion is very weak for some reasons. There can be many reasons behind that. Many times Kapha body type have weak digestions, many times Vata body type have weak digestions. So it depends on your body type, or because of certain other ailments that you are having, the certain kind of lifestyle you are adopting, the certain kind of food you are eating, or not proper eating of food, or not timely eating of food. There can be many reasons for this low digestive fire. How you can figure out it? One thing, you can take a consultation from Ayurveda doctor. He can help you to figuring out what is the reasons behind low digestive fire, because as Ayurveda doctor, I go for detailed consultation about their body constitution, their digestive fire, their history of present illness, past illness, and this way there are various questions that I ask. People say, oh, so many questions. With this way we figure out what is their condition of their digestive fire, and accordingly we can recommend them diet. So this is one way. Another way, but if you already know like your digestive fire is not so good, you are having certain diseases, then whenever you are using oil, whether you are using mustard oil, sesame oil, soya bean oil, any kind of oil, you use this oil in very less quantities while cooking. And if you have balanced balanced digestive fire, then also you use oil, but in adequate quantities. There is no such condition that you can use oil in excessive. You can use this excessive oil only. There is one disease in Ayurveda that is called Bhasmak Rog, in which you are eating a lot and you are all the time hungry. For those people we recommend oil in excess, but you don't start eating like this. You need to always take excess oil with recommendation of Ayurveda doctor. Otherwise, for everybody, you should use oil in limited quantities. So this is one way of using oil in connection with your digestive fire. Another thing is your lifestyle. It also makes a lot of difference the kind of lifestyle you are living. Accordingly, you need to use oil. I know for many of the people it look very strange, like how my lifestyle can affect the consumption of oil. I know, because people are so busy these days, they are not paying attention to these small aspects, but Ayurveda pays a lot of attention to these small things which people ignore. If a person has very lazy and sedentary lifestyle, which most of us these days have, we are living in a very comfortable world. So most of us, we are not going for hard work like a laborer, or we are not working in the fields for long. So we are just sitting in front of our laptop, or we are sitting in our desk, or even we can be a teacher in which we are teaching students, or even in our factories, or as a boss you are just sitting in front of the table. So if you have this kind of lifestyle, you need more of unsaturated fats. That means you should use oil of vegetable origin, and you should use saturated fat in very less quantity, because you are not putting a lot of hard work to digest this saturated fat, that is mostly ghee. So if you are using ghee, you need to use in very less quantities, because if you are using saturated fat, you need to put a lot of physical work. You can go to gym, you can do to exercise, and you need to do a lot of physical work to digest it. But if you are your condition of job, your situation is not like that, then try to have more of vegetable oil from vegetable origin, because that would be more beneficial for you. This is one way of using the oil according to your lifestyle. So another kind of way is what kind of climatic conditions you are live, because like in India, I live in North India, so our climate is more cold, like Himachal. I am from cold climate. But if you go to South India, there we have more warm climate, which I go sometimes. So like in Isha Yoga Center, there is a lot of warm climate around. So in North India, or in the places called cold temperature, we are using oils which have less smoking point. And in South India, most of the people are using oil which have more high smoking point. So it is just according to regions, like which region you belong to, whether you belong to cold area or hot area. So accordingly you can choose oils that will be beneficial for your health. For example, mostly in North India, all of the cooking is happening in mustard oil, and in South India most of the cooking is happening either in groundnut oil or coconut oil. So it's a choice. Like in which oil people want to cook, and rather than choice, it was always in tradition. Like there is a from North India, when we go to South India, there is a sudden change in taste of food, because their cooking style change according to atmosphere. So this is one way of using it, or make use of oil according to the temperature or according to climatic conditions. Another way of using oil is according to your aggravate dosha. That is a part of treatment, because for a person it is very difficult to figure out whether which of his dosha got aggravated. I am not talking about body type, like which dosha body type you belong to. I am talking about aggravation of dosha. So aggravation of dosha can be figured out only with the consultation of Ayurveda physician, because otherwise it is very difficult to figure out by your own. And many people, if you are listening me for the first time and you are thinking what dosha types I am speaking about, so there is a body constitution, or Ayurveda prakriti, or Ayurveda dosha types, that is Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and there are 7 more kind of body types. Or prakriti, actual terminology is prakriti, that is which combination of doshas are there in your body. If you want to know that, there is a link below, how to know your dosha. You please answer these questions and we will let you know which body type you belong to. So this is one way of knowing it. But when here I am talking about when there is aggravation of certain kind of doshas. So regarding that, we also recommend certain oils, but this need to be for this you need proper consultation from an Ayurveda physician, but I will not say anything because people will start using it, and that would not be so good. So if somebody wants to know specifically, please go for Ayurveda consultation. In addition to that, many people have a habit of eating certain type of oil or certain type of oil, and their stomach is acclimatized to that kind of oil. For example, I am from north, where its area is more cold, and for some reason if I shifted to south, and then my body got adapted to that kind of oil and that kind of temperature, and suddenly if I come back to north and immediately if I want to change my food and my patterns, and suddenly I change oil, like this is more healthy oil, then it can disturb metabolism and my body will not accept it so quickly. So you need to make your body acclimatize to oil. That means you need to start using oil according to your area in a very limited quantities, very less quantities, and then slowly you can enhance the dose of oil in cooking, so that your body so that it will not disturb your metabolism and your body will acclimatize to this kind of sudden change gradually. Because this thing many times happens, like from north to suddenly you go to south, immediately diarrhea happens, because they have put a lot of oil in certain dishes and body is not acclimatized to that. So this happens with many people, and if you are also facing it, try to use oil in less quantities. That will help and that will save you from diarrhea. In addition to that, there are various diseases in which you can use oil in specific ways so that it can act as a medicine. Because this is very common question, people ask me, I have this disease, what oil I can use, I have this disease, what oil I can use. So I just try to put it in for a gross diseases, which oil you can use but in less quantities, because anyway they are using oil diets, they are not using oil free diets. So at least best to have oils which will be beneficial for them. So first come the diabetic people. If somebody has diabetes, so we should use oil which will not destroy the pancreatic cells. And the best thing is, there can be many oils about it, but mustard oil, if it is available there and if somebody has diabetes, they can use it because it enhances the activity of beta cells which secrete insulin. So in this way mustard oil is beneficial for in diabetes. But will it suit to all diabetic people? It depends on your body type also, because a lot of combinations you need to take in your mind before opting for any oil. But yes, it has been seen like it is beneficial for many people. But if you need something very specific, then please go for consultation. But otherwise, this mustard oil and groundnut oil, they are beneficial for health. If somebody is obese, whether they should take oily diet or non-oily diet, definitely when you have a lot of weight, for reduction of weight, definitely you need to have oil-free diet. But once your body comes to normal weight, then you can start having little bit of oil. Which oil you can use? You can use sesame oil, mustard oil or groundnut oil. They all are very good for health, but make sure they should be in right dose, that is very less. So the conditions like hypertension or cardiac ailments, many people ask like which oil is the best. So I would like to recommend sunflower oils. Sunflower oil is good for cardiac ailments. And many people says like they are using olive oil, but when you are using olive oil, don't use it as a replacement for mustard oil or some kind of sunflower oil, because these oils are used in little more quantity, and if you are using olive oil, use very less quantities, and that's too, you need not to heat olive oil too much, that's not good for health. At the same time, if somebody has hypertension, please reduce the intake of salt. Why we say reduce the intake of salt? Because whenever we will start using salt more, it will slow down the speed of lipid molecule. We all know lipids are circulating in our body, but its speed gets slowed down, and if somebody has cardiac ailment or hypertension, there is more possibility that it start settling down in the wall of your arteries. That's why in addition to this specific oil, you also need to have precaution to have low salt intake. In addition to that, there are many other things that can be done with Ayurveda for cardiac ailments and hypertension and many other lifestyle disorders like yoga, pranayam, that is extremely beneficial, and meditation to bring the stress out of your mind, that is also very beneficial. So there are many things, because lifestyle disorder is not like some kind of one medicine I will give and it will vanish forever. When we say lifestyle disorder, means you need to change the lifestyle, means those habits which you are carrying on till today, you need to make a little bit change on that, and for that Ayurveda is a great help. In addition to whatever medicines you are taking, like allopathy medicines you are taking that's needed for heart, that you can do, but at the same time lifestyle modification is also will be very beneficial for your health if you are having cardiac ailments or hypertension or any kind of these chronic ailments. So that's all for today. That's all about oil. Thank you so much for watching me. And if you have any question regarding oil or Ayurveda or health, you can always free to write to us. We will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. And if you are watching me for the first time and you have not subscribed our channel yet, take a second and click the bell icon, hit the subscribe button so that you will not miss our upcoming videos. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. With this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care, and keep smiling. Don't worry about diseases, just try to change the lifestyle. If you are using oil, please use in very less quantities, and if you have any confusion, you can always write down to us, and if you have more confusion, you can always have consultation so that we can talk personally about your problem. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye. Stay blessed always.